The experiments are eager. I can see the faces of the people in the experiments control room.
Are actually colliding.
Because you control one by one each power supply.
There are specific power supplies that are controlled individually to try and make sure that these fine adjustments are made, yes. Yeah.
Fabulous.
Start power group 1579. Start power group 1500.
So I think now what we see is that there is activity in each of the actual experiments. We see the 4 different graphs where we're trying to now optimize the luminosity, so basically how the beams are colliding, and we're just scanning the beams across each other to try and make sure that we've really got them aligned as they should be before we give the go-ahead to the experiments to actually start taking their first data.
Start power group 1587. Start power group 1588.
So these are what we call luminosity scans. So a luminosity is a measure of how many collisions are taking place at any time. And of course you can imagine that when we bring the beams together, these very small beams, they're not perfectly aligned head-on. And this means that we have to slowly move them left, right and up and down to try and optimize where the collision point actually is. And this is what's going on.
This is the job of Daniele, who is now on screen.
Exactly, this is what's going on at the moment. These automatic scans that have been launched to try and make sure that we're now optimized before we give the go-ahead.
And more experienced colleagues around him, because I think it's his first year LHC
it's
operator.
His first year of LHC operation, yes. He came on
the team
as we were in shutdown mode, so this is really the first year that he's been operating the machine, but doing a very good job of it.
Start power group 1599. Start power group.
So there we have, these are the different scans that are made. The dips are where we go out of collision, and every time it goes up, of course, it's where we basically optimize the collision points. So you can see that as we move away in the wrong direction, we actually go down in what we call luminosity, so how many collisions we have. And then as it's optimized, of course, we get to a higher and higher level, and this is what is now being done. And once he's happy with the level for each of the 4 experiments, he will then launch the handshake with them to allow them to start taking data.
It's a thrilling moment. Everybody is waiting. I think the experiments are already pleased that they are getting collisions, but they are not switching on yet.
Not yet. No. I think they want to really make sure that everything is fine before giving the final go-ahead for this.
Power group 1611.
So this is the final step that's not been done yet this year. So it's this move from this adjust phase.
It's a real
to
first
really
that we are
beams.
sharing with the world today.
Exactly. So now
all the eyes are on Daniele Mirarchi, who has the luck or the bad luck of being on shift today at the very moment where all the eyes of the world are on him. He's like an orchestra director setting the pace for the music to go.
But very calm, as you see. I think very professional, and knowing all the steps that has to be taken to make sure that this is all done in the right way.
This is a job that is learned on the job, right? There is no specific training outside this room.
Not really. There's a lot of knowledge, of course, behind, which has been acquired over the years in different ways for Daniele as well. But then the real on-the-job operation is learnt in the control room, of course.
Because you continuously adjust. We are ready to go.
Good to go, says Daniele.
Good to go. All languages are spoken in the control center. I hear Italian, of course.
Okay, so Atlas, okay for you?
I hope Atlas has heard. Atlas is thumbs up. Atlas is thumbs up. That is.
Okay.
That was.
Alice is ready for collisions.
Good. CMS, are you okay?
Yes, confirmed. You are ready for collisions.
LHCB, it's for you, okay? Go for it.
Yeah, fantastic.
So all experiments confirm that they're happy.
So we are counting down to the start of run 3, the moment when the experiments are going to switch on for the first time and be able to record collisions from the Large Hadron Collider at the center of their detectors at the record energy, unprecedented energy of 13.6 trillion electron volt. This is going to happen in 8 seconds from now.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
beam mode stable beam.
There we are.
And there we are. Run 3 has officially started.
We're in stable
Fantastic. All the experiments are now recording their first collisions, and we have the Director General coming up to the floor to make a statement on behalf of our beautiful laboratory